At the War Memorial, Dan Duva with Vlad Namestnikov. Vladdy, 3 goals in your last 3 games. Last year, you didn't have goals in back-to-back games, but you've had a great start to the season. What's different this year?
I don't know. Maybe I feel more comfortable. I know all the guys around the room, and I think I'm used to the league now. So it's good that I'm scoring. But as long as the team's doing good, it's good.
And that was, of course, a big deal the other day. The Crunch winning down in Binghamton 4-1, and having given up 6 goals in back-to-back games. We know that you and Kucherov and Brown you'll be expected to score some goals. But just as important is playing on the defensive side of the ice. How did you feel that you guys did in that game in that particular area?
I think in the last game we did really good. I think we did all the little things right in our zone, and we cleaned up all the mistakes we did in the other 2 games. So I mean, as long as we're playing good defense, offense will come.
And in that game in particular, I got the sense that it was the most complete game that the Crunch have played. You win 4-1, but when you guys took the lead and you had the go-ahead goal, rather than allowing Binghamton to come back in the game, you guys stuck to it. Is it just doing the little things? Was it a mentality? And how much did it help that you guys had lost the last couple of games and losing come from behind fashion?
Yeah, for sure. Guys were playing all 60 minutes. We were finishing hits. We were, winning battles in the corners and, doing all the little things right. And as you said before, we were playing good defense, and, that led to offense.
And you have obviously some pretty good line mates. We mentioned Kucherov and Brown. You guys have played the last 4 games together, and in that span of time, everybody seems to be assisting on each other's goals. What about that trio is really clicking?
In practice we're working, on chemistry, and I think it's been good so far. I mean, I've played with Kucherov before, and I played with Brown last year, so the chemistry is definitely there, and we just try to contribute.
And at the same time, you have someone like Matt Taramina, a defenseman who's had a terrific start. He's got 7 points in his first 4 games, and he's on that play where you scored the goal. It went Namestnikov, Taramina, Kucherov, back to Namestnikov in front. I mean, that was just one of the prettier goals, quick passing. Did you guys just have a sense as the play was developing, or is that planned out?
No, it kind of just happened. We do some plays in practice, and, that was one of them. So, T went down the wall, and, I found him, and, Kuch made a nice play to me, and, I just had to put it in, and it was nice.
Well, sure it was. As the Crunch get ready for the Utica Comets and then back home on Saturday for Bridgeport, you played Binghamton 3 times in the first few games. Starting to develop rivalries with these teams. We saw at the end of the game Walker and Parody and these guys, and obviously they went after Korobov a little bit. How much does that factor into a rivalry early on in the season?
Yeah, for sure. Bingo is one of the main rivalries. 5 games through, we played 3 against them. So I mean, I don't know why the schedule is like that, but it's nothing we can do about it. We just have to go out there and as I said, work hard and get the wins there.
And Utica, I think folks are expecting to be a rival, even though they're not in your conference. Similar with Rochester, played them a bunch. You'll play Utica 4 times. It's a new team. They're the Vancouver affiliate, and you haven't seen a lot of those players. So what have you guys done to prepare for the Comets on Friday?
We watched a little bit of video on them, how they play, how they PK. So I think we're ready, and going into their barn, it's going to be a good game.
And they're 0-4, having lost to Albany in their first home game last night. Does that at all factor in? Do you think they'll be a little bit more desperate knowing that they're 0-4? They want to get a win in front of their home fans?
Definitely, they're going to want to win. We're going to want to win. So it doesn't matter that they're 0-4. I mean, all teams are equal in this league, and you have to be ready for each game.
And to build off of what you guys did in Binghamton on Saturday, it seems as the team is playing more games over the course of a week, you get better as time goes on. Playing the first game of a weekend, though, how do you make sure you have a strong start and don't let the other team get that early edge?
It's the first 5-10 minutes. You got to forecheck, make hits, and set the tone and let us dictate the game, not them. So I think we're going to do that, and we'll be fine.
As the Crunch, of course, will then play at home against Bridgeport on Saturday. That's the Islanders affiliate, and they've they'll be in an interesting position where they haven't played all week. Does that really make a difference? Do you sense that if a team is either more well-rested or maybe a little bit rusty if they haven't played in a week?
I mean, I don't really look at that. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess. They're fresh, maybe, they'll be rested. I mean, we'll be in game tone, so I don't know. We'll see.
As much as you guys are putting together a really great start, yourself, we mentioned the 3 goals in 3 games, 6 points so far. Kucherov is the best rookie in the league right now with the 5 goals and 8 points. Taramina is doing a fantastic job, too. How important is it, though, for the Crunch to have a balanced offense, to have some of those other guys on the other lines come up with some offense, too?
Yeah, we have 4 lines that can contribute, and, that's huge. I mean, if one line's not hot one game, the other one is. So, I mean, it's good definitely to have 4 scoring lines.
And you have Paquette and Sergeyev with the goals also in the game on Saturday down in Binghamton. And those 2 guys are youngsters as well. And it seems that they might be a little bit more comfortable the last couple of games, so you get Cote back in the lineup. How important is that veteran presence, especially for the younger guys?
Oh, it's huge. You look up to them. You see how they prepare for games, for how they act off the ice, on the ice. So it's huge for them, and it's a good thing we have a lot of vets and a lot of rookies.
And it seems that with the coaching staff really not settling for a lackluster performance. In other words, Rob Zettler before the game on Saturday says, we don't care that it's only 1 or 2 games out of 76. We have some things we need to fix. We got to fix them right away. And it seemed you guys did that. So what's the feeling, the message been from the coaching staff this week? Is it working more on those things, or are they happy and trying to just build from Saturday?
We work, like I said, defense. Defense is what we work on. I mean, you can't win games without defense, and the 2 games we lost at home, we got scored on 12 times in 2 games. So we cleaned all that up, and next game we only let 1 in. So it all starts from defense, and then it leads to offense, and that's what Zet's been telling us, and we've been working on that.
And clearly worked well in Binghamton the other day. Crunch winning 4-1. And then this week they'll be over in Utica Friday night. First game for the Crunch and the Comets. And then Saturday at home against the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. Vlad Namestnikov, 3 points, 3 goals, 3 assists. That's 6 points. If I could do my math, should be able to do that. Thanks very much. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
With Vlad Namestnikov, I'm Dan Duva.